So, welcome to the video. I'm here to make.
Hey, is this a list video?
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
I realize
Understand
that
it's January,
Yeah, I
right?
realize that. Yeah.
Actually, not even. It's February. Still gonna do
Can
it?
you please just leave?
All right. Okay. Got nothing else to talk about? Okay. All right. Sorry.
Seriously now, welcome to the video. I just wanted to make this one because I haven't made one in a long time. You might have noticed that I've been gone. Maybe you haven't. You probably haven't. I don't feel good, but I wanted to continue push on and make a video because my goal for this year was to get this channel somewhere. I guess that I'm proud of it. I mean, not that I'm not proud of it now. I'm pretty proud of it actually. We're this close to 1,000 subscribers. And there's a lot of exciting stuff coming out this year, namely Porter Robinson's album, which comes out in, was it February or March? Anyways, expect a video about that. But I wanted to make this video to sort of cap off the year, which is now it's fucking February. I realize that. But basically last year wasn't very good to me, as I'm sure it wasn't good to a lot of you, but I still achieved some things that I'm happy about, but largely I feel very, very barren inside, creatively and emotionally, and the only thing that's keeping me together is the need to survive. I don't know, because of responsibilities that I have to other people. Huh! Not the healthiest motive, but it's there. But yeah, basically over the course of last year, I have become a Death Grips album, and yeah, it's want to push forward and make this one better. By the way, not to any fault of our own. Most of what happened last year, the reason why it was so not kind to other people, is because of the fucking pandemic, and a lot of things sort of fell through based off of that. Namely my plans to start a career. That's one. A bunch of other personal ones. But in the meantime, since I've been gone, I got my driver's license. And also, yeah, that's it. I got my driver's license. Too real. But yeah, I wanted to prepare a treat for you. I've listened to a bunch of albums on and off camera over the last year, and I've prepared 4 of them. I couldn't even come up with a 5th one, but I prepared 4 of them that I believe are perfectly flawless records, composed, created, and ideated by incredible people, and you should definitely check them out. Maybe they're the best things to come out of that last year. In no particular order, my first pick is Sayama by Rina Sayama. And that particular album is special for me for different reasons. I had started to listen to it just as things were getting bad and I was taking really long walks. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I had started listening to that. By the way, there's absolutely no script for this video. There usually is. I know you may not realize this, but there's usually a script. But I've been overthinking this process so much that I can't even come up with a script. So I figured I'd just film it, and you know, whatever the fuck happens at this stage, right? So Sayama is a great fucking album. Not only is it by an artist who had something special from the very beginning, from her debut, it always felt like there was really something more to it, and what it was missing in the beginning, I guess, in the Rena project was not refinement, but I want to say character and a larger than itself personality to sort of carry the project. And you notice a lot with like the greatest pop stars that they always carry very, very large personalities, like namely, like I want to name, like, I don't know, off the top of my head, fucking David Bowie, Lady Gaga, and Michael Jackson and Reina Sayama is shaping up to be something very, very special and akin to that, if not better. But you can watch her do her shit right now, right? Which is all in all extremely hyper exciting, right? There is absolutely nothing like it. And I really do have a very special connection to a lot of the songs, namely Comme des Garçons. And that one is really special. I listen to it all the time. I just love how empowering it is. And I discovered that it's I didn't think it would be a popular song, but it's very, very popular, especially on Twitter. But yeah, it's a fantastic song and a fantastic album all throughout. Like, there's nothing in that album that's skippable. The whole album is weaved with powerful character. This not mimicry, but like basically mimicking a live performance, but still carrying the same energy, not feeling it was like a studio thing. And it feels so large and so grand and so powerful, and it sounds so fucking clean that to me this album is perfect in all of its means: representation, writing, very unique by the way. The sounds are super exclusive to Reina. It's amazing. It really is. Right. Album number 2 would be Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. It was really the first time that I had given a singer-songwriter, but not really a singer-songwriter. I don't know how to describe it, but it was, I don't typically listen to singer-songwriter projects with that much of an ear, but this year has been very, very adventurous to me music-wise, and listening to Punisher has enabled me to experience this extreme version of what a characteristic narrative could be. That the reason why I sort of stay away from singer-songwriter stuff is that it tends to be really self-absorbed, and all the stories are sort of personal, but not in a small, like not in a huge, like fucking big brain abstract type of way, but it's literally just about themselves. And I don't like that. I think it's easy and not very clever, or it's just not my taste really. But what Phoebe presented here is those like very, very similar ideas, but with just the right degree of abstraction and sonic experimentation to make it heart-wrenching and sort of broken and dense, while also presenting something that's super enjoyable and cathartic, especially near the latter half. And I really, really enjoyed it, aesthetically speaking, and the sounds, especially with DVD menu as an intro. It really sets this really sinister tone that doesn't let off until the very end with a barrage of fucking screams, right? And it's very, very enjoyable. I loved it, and it's more of a subtle triumph, I would say. And that album is also perfect. My third album is, without a doubt, the Youre Abnormal by The Strokes. You've seen the memes. I've seen the memes. Everyone's like, oh, the boys did it again. They finally did it. Made another good album. Took them, what, 10 years? And, man, the albums in the middle weren't bad. It was just that it was really more of the same. And while it's still the same here, where, like, no matter what Strokes song you listen to, it takes you about 4 seconds to realize that it's a Strokes song. And here, it's done in an incredibly interesting way, where I want to say that, like, all the adventures that the separate members have had with CRX, for example, and The Voids with, like, Julian, what all of the things that they had in terms of experimentation and producing unique and new sounds have come here into the Strokes formula and sort of elevated it into a completely new level. Like, my favorite song of the year, Why Are Sundays So Depressing, is from this album, and it's an absolute fucking banger. It's the first song on my playlist, which is in the description, a playlist that I made and curated just for you. A wonderful, wonderful song, and the entire album is full of beautiful, beautiful sounds. And what kills you about the album is that it sounds so damn effortless, right? It, like, you can see the transitions in between the tracks where they're preparing for the next one, where they're sort of changing up the sounds of their instruments from the first one. It sounds like it just came out of them, like it was oozing out, like this character charisma. And which is what the Strokes were known for, really, is this undeniable charisma that they have when they exude. Like it's amazing. Like so many artists, including so many artists, like Regina Spektor, who have in interviews repeatedly fantasized about what it was like to be one of the Strokes and just standing there on stage with them. And this charisma starts to really make sense when you give this album an ear and listen to it and just sort of let yourself fall in love with it and understand that it has such a spirit that it was like it was a definite pick-me-up in this godforsaken year. And yeah, I have nothing but positives to say about that album, and I think it is absolutely perfect. Last but not least, and I promise you this is absolutely worth it. It's an EP by Toothpaint called Digital Sex. And you know, I know Henry. We've met and we've become friends, but that was before the release of the album, and I am in no way saying this to be like being biased, like to be biased or whatever, but I don't think I'm being biased at all, because I've objectively made pretty much, I know everyone I know listened to the album, and they've all had extremely positive things to say. The only way that I could really describe it is this emotionally volatile future punk, I guess, with clean production, right? Amazing. Wonderful. Fucking orgasmic writing. And just guitars that sound fucking amazing. And the drum patterns are sophisticated, yet very, very approachable. And the whole album is a goddamn work of art, man. It's what, like 13 minutes? It's really not that big of a deal to listen to. It's so easily digestible, and every song is a fucking banger. I have nothing but if I was holding you right now, like, wait, I would fucking choke you until you've listened to that album if you were next to me. Trust me, you need this album. It is so fucking good. You are not gonna regret it. Trust me, just the first song, the first one. The album starts off with Dumb Enough to Think, and that song is just so fucking good. Like, here, wait. You know what I'm talking about? I can't really describe it to you. Alright, I'm gonna stop now. And that's the end of my 4 perfect albums of this year. I understand that it's been a tumultuous year for everyone. It's been the same for me too. Ups and downs, more downs than ups, and lots of negative feelings. I've dipped with my mental health into places that I never thought were imaginable. But I'm holding on, as you should too. You are loved. You are not alone. I realized this myself. And there's lots of wonderful things to look forward to. Namely, life events, at the very least music, Twitch streams, more videos from me if that's your thing. Bro, it's not even my thing. But you know, I watch my videos all the time. Not in a narcissistic way, I enjoy the content. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I would love it if you did. We're close to 1,000, and I want us to go forward with more. And I'll continue doing this at a semi-regular basis as much as I can. I don't want this to become another source of stress, so I'll let it organically sort of be what I want it to be, but in an organic and easy way, as there's so much going on around me already that's, you know, that is riddled with expectation from myself and others. And yeah, that makes it so it's kind of uncomfortable. But again, but there is a need for consistency. I realize that, and you should understand that too. That just because you want things to be easy, man, and you don't want them to be a source of pressure or whatever, that doesn't mean that you can't just get the fuck out of bed and force yourself to do them anyway. There's a part of it where you have to overcome that initial trauma of not being able to do it. Do a little bit of it, and you'll realize that it just carries forward from there. So I guess that's what I really learned this year. I wish you well, and I hope I'll see you soon. Peace. Yeah, it's gonna be right here. Those two are gonna be over there. And, you know, come. I'll make it worth your while. Also Instagram, same handle, but